Welcome back to another watercolor demonstration. Today I've been really inspired by a chap on YouTube by the name of Steven Cronin. So I watched his video and then wanted to do something similar to what he painted. So it's not exactly the same. I'm not copying it exactly. It's just a video I watched once and then thought that'd be quite a nice painting to do. So I'm going for like him a winter scene. So there's going to be a nice sort of greyed out, washed out sky, and then I'm going to pop some buildings in, and there's going to be some snow, and I'm just popping in some trees. So for this one, I'm using it's actually Jackson's watercolor paper. It's £140 cold press. So I have the advantage of the texture of the paper to help with this painting. And to keep things nice and loose, I am using this, it's a 1-inch hake brush. And then I'll be using a couple of other smaller brushes, including a liner brush. So the paints I'm using they're actually Jackson's professional grade watercolor, just taken from my butcher's tray. I've some paints already squeezed out into that tray. It's just easier with the hake brush to get the paint from that palette. So using the hake brush on the side, just chiseling out some more trees, some pine sort of looking trees. And then with a credit card, I'm just scraping out some roofs for some buildings in the dark mix of paint that I've just put down. So it's really a nice way of adding buildings, not something I'm used to doing. I like to scrape out rocks and things like that, texture in foregrounds. But for this one, I'm just scraping out the buildings, as you can see. And then afterwards, I'm just going around so that these highlighted rooftops stand out. So it gives them a little bit of a focal point. And then I think maybe later on, if they're not standing out too much, I will be using some Chinese white cotton watercolor, just to preserve the sort of rooftops and just give them that extra sort of help them stand out a little bit more. So you can see I've switched brushes now to a squirrel mop, and this is quite I'd say a medium sort of size, medium to small, so just to give me those finer details. And you can see I'm just layering in some trees, making darker trees, just to give a little bit of depth into the painting. So you got different layers as I'm going along, and it just gives that more 3-dimension to the painting. So let me know what you think in the comment section, and I would appreciate also if you give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. It just helps a smaller channel like myself to grow, help my videos get out to more people. So I just thought I'd switch to the liner brush now, just add some trees, start off with some, just pulling up some sticks. And then if you've noticed, I'm using the end of my brush, I'm holding it from the tip. So it gives that fluidity and as I'm painting the trees, I'm not drawing them in, I'm just letting the paint brush. You can see it's quite a long, with the rigger brush, it's quite a long bristle brush, and it's a nice and soft brush, so it's hard to control. It sort of flies off in any direction, and that's really good for making trees and branches and all different sorts of shrubbery and line work. So that's how I'm doing this. Let me know in the comments how you make your trees, what are some of the techniques that you like to use. But this is how I like to do it. It gives a more authentic, more realistic looking tree. By the way, I am looking for suggestions of things you'd like to see painted. So if you do have any suggestions, then please leave me a comment in the comment section. Just let me know what you'd like to see painted, and I'll hopefully get that done for you in the next video or so. I am actually running low on art materials. Could do with especially some more paper, some more watercolor paper. So let me know what you would recommend as for watercolor paper. What brand, what weight, what size. I do get all my stuff from Jackson's watercolor. Jackson's Art Supplies. I'm just looking out for sort of deals on. But if there's anything that you recommend, then please do let me know in the comment section. I could do with some more of the Schminke Horadam paints, maybe a couple more Jackson sort of colours. Which colours do you recommend? Which ones do you like? What's your favourite brand? I know I've looked at, I'd like to maybe get some sword liner brushes, something I've never used. Is that something that you use? Again, just let me know in the comments anything that you suggest, any recommendations for supplies, whether it's brushes, paper or pigments themselves. Please do let me know. It really is exciting when you get new materials. It's just been quite a while, and I've let I had a lot of Bockingford paper. I'd let all them deplete until I didn't have any more, and then I'm just using the Jackson's pack that I got. It's quite nice paper, but it's more of an A4 sort of size, this one I'm painting on, and it's not quite as good, so I will be looking into getting some more watercolor paper as well. As you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm just adding some, it's actually Chinese white watercolor, and this is actually of the Cotton brand. I was looking for my other gouache, which I normally use. It's actually the gouache that I normally use is actually a Winsor & Newton brand. But I just found this lying on my art desk, so I'm just using the Chinese white, and just to add to those highlights of the rooftops. And now it's time just to remove the tape. I actually had quite a lot of trouble removing this tape, getting it off the board. For some reason, I have no idea. But the paper is still intact, so that's a bonus. And there we have it. Just leaving the top piece of tape just to keep the paper on the board. And let's just take a closer look. And we can see I'm not actually that happy with the blue in the distance, sort of middle foreground, horizon with the buildings and things. But it is what it is. I wanted to keep it quite straightforward, not using too many colours. And I wanted to preserve quite a lot of the paper, so it gives a nice snowy effect. So there we have it. I hope you like this one. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do leave us a comment, and thank you ever so much for watching. That's it for now. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.